Welcome back to the Roadside Rescue YouTube channel. I'm Ernest, and today we're here with our customer's vehicle. It's a little ways away from my house here. I mean, a little ways. It's parked down the block from my house. And so I'm down here with a few tools to get it diagnosed. This vehicle has been in a few episodes previously where I didn't feel comfortable diagnosing it. And recently it has neglected the start. So we're going to try and get it started. I may do a little bit of diagnosis. It's got some sort of alternator or computer issue. I told my customer I wasn't adept at diagnosing computer issues, so he took it to a local shop who gave him the runaround. Long story short, nobody was really able to diagnose it, and he just left it with me for a few weeks for whatever reason. Well, it's here. Now it's not starting, so I'm going to try and get it started for him. And I've got a few ideas on how to test that alternator, so if I can get it started, I'm going to do that. If not, then we're going to diagnose this no start here. And this is going to be a fixing it forward. They're kind of in a tough situation, so this video is made possible by the channel members who subscribe to the channel on a monthly basis and help support the channel. I can't thank the channel members enough. If you're interested in becoming a channel member, on most devices it's next to the subscribe button. There's a button that says join. If not, there's a link in the top of the description that says channel members, something beside that. So consider doing that to support videos like this. We're going to dig into it and try and not spend a ton of time here, but get him a proper diagnosis so that we can get this vehicle running. You know, he'll probably still be paying for parts and everything, but this bit of time that I'm donating here to do some diagnosing is again going to be provided by the channel members. So thank you again, and we'll dig right into it. Okay, so first things first, it's completely dead. The battery's completely dead, and that alternator's been giving us some issues. So there's no power. I've got this jump box, which I'm going to plug into the battery, and I'm going to override it so it just provides constant power. I'm going to do that. We'll get some power to this battery. I have some codes saved from this vehicle, including throttle position sensors, A and B. A had a high input, B had a low input. The live data was showing the throttle position sensor was maxed out at open 100%, so that's probably why it's not starting in clear flood mode. It's a drive-by wire, so there's no cable. There should just be a sensor in the pedal here and a sensor in the throttle body itself that communicate with each other. This one here inside the vehicle, I'm assuming, is working properly. So especially with electronic throttle bodies I've seen in the past, they will occasionally get stuck open or have issues. It's almost always the electronic throttle body. So we'll put some power to it and go up there and see if we can figure some stuff out. The one thing to note on those electronic throttle bodies is don't stick your finger in them if they're stuck open. I don't know how hard they're going to close, but they do have that electronic motor. If something happens, I'm assuming it can close pretty hard. Probably won't cut your finger off, but it can probably do a bit of damage. So don't stick your finger inside that electronic throttle body where it can get pinched. But we'll pop the hood and go up there and check it out. I've got a multimeter here so we can test the output from this from the actual pedal down here and make sure it's adjusting voltage. My guess is it's just not communicating with that electronic throttle body, or the electronic throttle body is stuck open, which I've seen before. So it's just got that automatic, you know, it's got that, it's not a mechanical sensor, but it's got the sensor that tells you exactly what the throttle body's doing. So if it's stuck open, it's just going to read 100% regardless of what everything else is saying. So we'll check it out. All right, here's our throttle body here. With the screwdriver, we should be able to get access to this. So we'll make sure it's plugged in right. We can read some voltage on there, but I think the best thing to do is, while we know it's at 100% right now, is to pull it and look at it and see if that's, you know, true, if it is all the way open. Okay, super simple to get down to that. Let's look at that throttle plate there and see if it's open. It's not open, so let me see. Sometimes just opening them by hand will help. Yeah, we'll try and start it and see what's going on here now. So this vehicle has a MAP sensor. There's no MAF sensor. So if I plug this vacuum line in, it should be good to go. We're just bypassing the filter and that intake housing, but everything important sensor-wise is on here. So we should be able to get it started if that did anything. I'm also, you know, if it doesn't start, I'll put the camera down here and watch that throttle plate as I try and start it, and then I'll watch it as well while I actuate that accelerator pedal and see what's going on there. If nothing's definitive, then we'll put the multimeter on and test what's going on. All right, we'll start this, give it constant power. There it goes, since it's completely dead. All right, let's see what happens here. Nope. No, I'll just turn the vehicle on. I can hear, that's got to be that throttle body. It sounds like it's stuck. Can you hear that? It might have just done the last one. Yeah, that definitely sounds like that throttle body. Could be an issue of not enough voltage. I couldn't charge this battery, it's completely dead, so I may throw another battery in here with some jumper cables and see. Actually, I'm gonna press that start button and come up here and look at that throttle body, and we'll see. Here, we'll move fast. Let's see. Maybe we didn't do it. All right, nothing definitive there. I'll leave the camera here by itself to watch. All right, so we've got a power issue right now. We're not getting enough voltage to the system to actually get them to turn on. So I'm gonna bring another battery over here with some jumper cables. I'll just set the battery up here, tie some cables directly into the jump locations there, and see if we can get enough voltage to get this to do anything for us. So I've got a battery that's in pretty good shape. We'll bring over. All right, we've got some cables here, just some dinky little cables. That'll be good enough to get the job done here. All right, now let's see if that changes the attitude at all here. See if we get that same clicking just from putting it on the on position to start with. Okay, that had a lot more power. I just heard one click. Let's see if we get it to start. It may, now that it has enough power, decide that it's good to go. Okay. It's in the run position. Okay. Not quite enough, so let me put the jump box on there with it to put some extra amps into cranking that. All right, that's quite the ordeal going on there. Yeah, I thought that was a long shot at starting. I think there really is some sort of communication issue between the throttle position sensors. I would have just hated for it to have been low voltage and been misdiagnosed, so it was a good place to start. Turn that off, kind of put that mess away. This is fine now. I'm going to leave that hooked on. This is just that auxiliary battery that I have. I kind of carry around with me. It's got decent voltage. Now I'm going to test some throttle position stuff going on. I'll turn it on and actuate that pedal and watch the throttle plate. I don't expect it to move with that throttle pedal. Then we'll be diagnosing whether it's that electronic throttle body or the sensor in the pedal. And you'll be my eyes. I'm going to restart it here. Okay, now I'm going to watch the footage and see what happened. Okay, that's what I expected or anticipated. That plate was not opening, so I'm going to now test the test the output on this pedal up here, and that'll tell me whether or not it's the throttle body or if it's this sensor here in the pedal. So here we go. We should have a ground a constant 12 volt input. There's probably 4 wires. One will probably be the adjusting voltage, so a voltage that adjusts based off of, you know, 100% will be, one of those is going to fluctuate with the amount of pedal that you push down. So I'll find those and get them tested here real quick. So we'll turn this back on and we'll do that. But the clicking alone inside that throttle body sound when I turn it on makes me think it's probably the throttle body itself. But this will be the quickest way to tell, is just test one of them. If it works, then the other one's bad. All right, let me turn off this beeping. There we go. Okay, so the pedal down here looks like it's doing its job. It's most likely that electronic throttle body. I won't be able to test it with the input from the pedal up there, since I'm just one person today. But if it's not this pedal, that's the other issue. So it's pretty much narrowed down. This is a diagnosis well done. I'm Ernest. Thanks for watching. Thanks again to the channel members who made this video possible. Again, I couldn't do a lot of this stuff on this channel without the amazing support that I get. Thanks to everybody. We'll see you on the next episode. Thanks for watching.